Previously on the last of the Aurimel.
Garrik infiltrated the Thalmor Embassy, a den of spies and deception. Under the guise of civility, he walked among Skyrim's most powerful, seeking the truth behind the dragon menace. But words only went so far. Steel was drawn, blood was spilled, and with Lydia's help, he carved a path through the Thalmor's secrets. What he found was no grand conspiracy, only more questions. The Thalmor were blind to the dragon's return, but one name emerged from the chaos: Esbern. Now, with a new lead and fresh doubts, Garrik returns to Riverwood, knowing the game has only just begun. Morning came, but rest did not. Garrik sat in silence, the weight of Skyrim's turmoil pressing down like a blade at his back. Dragons in the skies, a war brewing in the streets and in the shadows, the Thalmor pulling strings. But of all the revelations, none sat heavier than the truth about Ulfric Stormcloak, the so-called liberator, once a prisoner of the Thalmor himself, a pawn, knowingly or not, in a greater game. His eyes drifted to the dresser, a new set of Nordic steel, finely crafted, adorned with engravings of battle and honor, a quiet gift, arranged by Lydia, sourced from Whiterun's keep, perhaps a token of the Jarl's favor, or simply her own stubborn insistence that he not walk into danger unprepared. The path ahead was clear. If Esbern held the key to understanding the dragon's return, then Garrik would find him. The journey to Riften would be long, the Ratways unforgiving, but answers lay in the dark. And Garrik was done being kept in the dark.
Lydia, we move.
The road to Riften was long, stretching through untamed wilds and war-torn lands, but the journey had barely begun before the skies turned against them. The shift was sudden. Without warning, the heavens opened. A torrential downpour hammered the earth, thunder rolling across the valley like the war drums of old. The wind howled through the trees, lashing against them with cold, stinging rain. Garrik pressed on. He had known storms greater than this. He had endured them. The chaos of nature was nothing compared to the turmoil stirring across Skyrim, the civil war, the Thalmor's shadow, and the unsettling truths he uncovered in the depths of the embassy. Lies, half-truths, and buried histories, all pointing to a greater storm on the horizon. And yet, amidst it all, there was one constant: Lydia, riding at his side, unwavering. She had shown no hesitation at High Hrothgar, no fear when dragons descended, no doubt when blades were drawn. Where others faltered, she endured, a rare thing in this world. The journey to Riften was just another step toward answers, another test, another storm to endure.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Why?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
You're a thief. That makes this simple. I kill thieves.
All right, calm down. No need for that. I'll let you in right away. Just need to get the gate unlocked. Welcome to Riften.
Riften, where power is bought in whispers and held with knives. The stench of rain and rot clung to the streets. Garrik had no interest in its filth, only the trail that led him here.
Hey, I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble?
If I was, you'd already know.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Then they'd best stay out of my way.
Be seeing you around.
I doubt it.
Next time, keep your
There was a Jarl in
and
Riften,
nothing would have happened.
in name at least, but her throne held less weight than the guild hall beneath her feet. The true rulers of this city, they lurked in the shadows, governed by debts, silence, and the unspoken threat of a dagger between the ribs. Garrik had seen cities like this before, where power slithered, not stood. There was no honor here, only survival, and men who mistook one for the other. It has come to our attention that some misguided citizens have been venturing into the Ratway late at night. We would remind you that the Ratway is not a safe place for commoners, and any talk of ghost is nothing more than tavern gossip. We will investigate the matter shortly, but in the meantime, take heed and do not enter the Ratway.
I swear, if I step on something that moves, I'm burning this armor, Garrik.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us
Hold.
alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting
I'll
like
take the one on the left. Sorry, Lydia.
Yeah, I'm fine.
The Ratway was a pit where time forgot its prisoners. Filth and rot clung to the stones, the air thick with the breath of those too stubborn or too broken to leave. A den of outcasts, traitors, and men with nothing left to lose. Garrik knew the scent well. He had carried it on his own skin once. His people had been hunted into silence, their name reduced to nothing but myth. The Aurimel were light incarnate, warriors and sages who once shaped the course of history. Now, the world that had feared them had erased them. There were no monuments, no songs, no echoes of their wisdom. Just him, walking alone through a world that had long since moved on. And yet, here in the Ratway, where the Forgotten dwelled, Garrik saw a cruel reflection of that fate. The desperate, the broken, men who had been cast into the dark and left to rot. There was no glory in this kind of survival. It was a slow death, a fate he would not share. The last Aurimel did not belong in the shadows. He would not linger in the dark. He would carve his name into the world before it too tried to forget him.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
I'm not thirsty. There's an old man in the city, hiding. I need to find him.
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
300 says you suddenly remember.
Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut.
Thank you, human.
I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
With Esbern's whereabouts uncovered, Garrik and Lydia descended into the depths of the Ratway Warrens. But the Thalmor were waiting for them.
You're not the only one who can swing a sword, you know.
Don't split off next time. We fight together.
Yes, my Thane.
The Ratway's filth gave way to silence, thick with the weight of things long forgotten. The Thalmor bled like any other, but the hunt wasn't over. Garrik felt the strain of battle, but there was no time to stop. What lay behind this door would decide the next move.
Go away!
Esbern, open up. I'm a friend, and we don't have time for games.
No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
I will not ask again.
I told you to go away. I'm not opening this door for anybody.
Esbern, remember the 30th of Frostfall?
Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then. You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment.
Never find me.
This one always sticks. There we go.
What's the holdup, Garrik?
Only a couple more. Too many
Be
ears.
careful.
out there.
I'll watch the door.
Knife.
There we are. Come in, come in.
Yes.
That's better.
Bucket.
Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
I do not deal in absolutes. What made you so cynical, old man?
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Alduin, the dragon behind it all, waking the others.
Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
Esbern, you're speaking of the world's final days.
Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater.
The world isn't doomed just yet. A dragonborn stands before you.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Garrik!
Come here, come here, come here, come here.
He just...
Step aside.
Gonna need some time, darling.
Fucking creep.
Someone do something.
Stay close. Both of you.
With Esbern in tow, they slipped back into the tunnels, the weight of old knowledge pressing on every step. But they were not alone in the dark. The Thalmor had been watching, and they would not let their prize escape so easily.
One of the Thalmor had a thick skull, dulled my blade right through. Give me a moment. I'll have it sharp enough to split the next one in half.
Dull steel's a liability. Fix it.
Yes, my Thane.
Keep moving.
Esbern was a man out of time, hunted, discarded, left to wither in the dark, like some forgotten page of history. Yet even here, beneath the city's rot, his mind burned with knowledge the world had chosen to forget. He was one of the last blades, a remnant of an era when his order stood as Tamriel's shield against the dragons. Now, the world mocked his warnings, dismissing him as a madman whispering about ghosts. In him, Garrik saw a reflection of his own fate. The Aurimel had once been spoken of in the same breath as Aedra and Daedra, immortal, luminous beings wielding power beyond mortal reckoning. The balance keepers of an age long faded into dust. But time is merciless. Empires rise and fall, myths become legend, and legend turns to dust. Garrik had outlived his people, watching as history itself turned its back on their name. And in the end, he too had chosen exile over remembrance, a shadow roaming the world with no banners, no home, no cause. Yet here stood Esbern, clutching his knowledge as tightly as Garrik had once clung to forgetting. The last blade and the last Aurimel, two relics of a world that had left them behind. But fate was not yet done with them. History may have forsaken their names, but the fires of war had returned, and the past had clawed its way back into the present. The blades and the Aurimel had been warriors once, and now, as dragons filled the skies once more, both relics of the past were being pulled toward the battlefield, whether they wished it or not.
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonbow. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, you see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call.
Lydia and I will travel alone.
Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
2 rooms. 1 night.
Mm-hmm.
The path had been long, through filth and fire, through whispers of the past, and the steel of those who would see it buried. Esbern spoke of prophecy, of a wall carved with answers, but prophecy alone had never saved a dying world. Garrik had no faith in fate, only in the blade at his back and the ground beneath his feet. But if this king's wall held the truth, then the hunt was far from over. As Esbern and Delphine vanished into the wilds, Garrik and Lydia took another road, shadows stretching long beneath the weight of what lay ahead. Whatever truth lay in the stone, they would not be the only ones willing to kill for it.